Welcome. Position your body comfortably on a chair or on a bed. Close your eyes and take a few minutes to just tune your body into calm and relaxed state. The easiest way to do that is by noticing your breath coming in and out of your body as you inhale and exhale naturally without altering anything. Take a moment to just breathe and observe the simple process of breathing. Allow for the body to soften, particularly around your face. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and let your eyes to just become relaxed. Let the eyes sink as you let go of any tension in your face. Make sure you're not pressing your lips, but instead let your lips relax as if you are about to smile a little. Let your tongue relax. Unhinge your jaw slightly. Imagination can harness the mind's power to positively affect the body. Using visual imagery, you can return a malfunctioning organ to proper function and overall boost the well-being of the whole body. Place your focus on simply observing your body, relaxing and breathing. If you can, feel your body as a consciousness of trillions of conscious cells. Perhaps you can even feel the subtle energy within your body and also outside of your skin. Don't judge your body and your energy or force it to be in any way different as it is, but feel how alive and real your body actually is. Tune into those subtle sensations of body energy. You have the power to connect to all of the cells in your body and to instruct your cells to function to its full capacity and purpose. Today we're going to focus on highly specialized defender cells, T and B cells, to which we will simply refer as the well-being cells. These powerful cells can multiply, bind together, attack any disease, and protect you from the disease in the future. And you have so many of these cells that it would be impossible to count up the exact number. Keep relaxing your body and letting any tension dissolve with your breath. Begin to introduce the idea of trusting your body, and with each breath, bring more and more trust into this healing process. Breathe, relax, and accept the fact that your body is able to fully heal and function properly. Now imagine there is a light above you and it is being turned on. And it starts to shine down bright and cover your whole body. This light is the light of universal healing, and its power can reverse any disease, and it can recover any body from any condition. It can also calm a troubled mind of someone healthy and who is fearful and worried about illness. as you get surrounded by the universal light of healing, it immediately begins to activate your powerful well-being cells, which become super awake, super strong, and ready for action. Use your intention and instruct these powerful cells to start to multiply in billions, forming an army of pure power of well-being. Now order your well-being cells to start sensing where the healing or enhancement of well-being is needed within the body. Do so by scanning your whole body from your toes up to your head, or locate the area by feeling and intuition. When you have located area or areas in need of healing attention, tell your well-being cells to start spraying the area with the white light of healing, blasting any disease away and turning it into nothingness. As you do this, you may feel physical sensations, and this is normal. Allow for this clearing and healing to take place until you feel the disease has been dissolved. Begin now and continue your well-being experience for the next 15 minutes.
This is the 5th, August 5, 2018, at about 3:15 in the afternoon. Okay. This video that I'm watching is called Healing by Influencing Body Cells, and I'm watching it on YouTube. Okay, here we go. I'm actually 22 minutes, almost 23 minutes. Almost 23 minutes in the video right now. I think, say about 22:30 or something like that is where I continued on the video. And it's beautiful, you know. My mind explores while I'm watching this video, and it's beautiful and interesting that the cosmos, for example, my body, for example, is old energy from an old body that's been attached to the body for many, many years. Now what I want to do is break free from my body and connect with the infinite universe, the energy that is always new. And this energy that is always new is the key to my healing and everything else. And so I want to be able to not be so physically focused on my body, but to train my body to become spiritual by focusing my emotions on the cosmic mind. And that's another interesting, and it's interesting, you know, the sexual drive, the human sexual drive is what imprisoned man to the earth. That's the curse. When in the Garden of Eden, for example, that's the curse when, you know, both of them took the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. They were concentrated in the physical, and so we are all subjects as long as we continue to choose to partake of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil and not the tree of life. Then what we're doing is essentially keeping our focus to our physical form, and that's the reason why it grows old and it dies, because all we're doing is focusing on physicality. You know, we're only focused on the physical form instead of the spiritual form. In the spiritual form, see, like the four worlds is cosmic mind, the group mind, the brain mind, and the body mind. So if we're focused too much on the body, which I also call the instinctual self, then we're going to be too gravitated to our body that we won't be able to get in touch with spirit. And you know, that's so true, because this knowledge never was introduced to us by anyone. The knowledge that I'm disclosing now is nowhere to be found. It's because the physical, the only way the physical can rejuvenate itself, to be immortal, is to be constantly be constantly available, and then be constantly plugged in to the real cosmos, or the spiritual, or the cosmic mind, in other words. So as long as we're focused on the cosmic mind, we neutralize the group mind as well as the body mind. And even though it's functioning on its own, it's functioning from new energy that comes directly from our focus on the cosmic mind, you know. So all these things I'm talking about right now is so crazy interesting. It's wonderful, you know. I mean, and it's true too. I mean, that's the reason why we grow old and die, because we're excessively focused by the tree of knowledge of good and evil, or via the tree of knowledge of good and evil, on our bodies. We're just overly focused on it, which blocks a clear flowing channel from infinite energy. So the idea is to connect body, you know, and you can only do that with thoughts. You can only, you know, just connect body with spirit, with the cosmic mind. And so it's our brain mind that keeps us either excessively negative or if you're looking at the group, you know, I mean, being excessively negative is like being angry, being, you know, all the instinctual driven emotions, you know, being angry, being, you know, when you're, you know, sexually aroused or whatever. The idea is to keep focused or neutralize the negative and the positive, because being excessively positive is being, you're out there using people to keep you from using people to keep you from exploring you. So you purposely or deliberately tell people to I mean, not deliberately yet subconsciously or unconsciously, you're telling other people to come into my life to help me with having to examine myself. So the fear of going within is so intense, you know, just like what Carl Jung says. Man would do anything to escape the challenge of confronting his own soul. So they go out and they surround themselves with distractions of other people just to help bury themselves from going within, so they don't have to face their own issues and stuff. But the only way we can really experience a transformation is to go within ourselves, to see ourselves as we are, to allow the healing process. Because if we are in constant denial of love and free-flowing energy, in other words, you know, then we cannot be accessible or to feel the connection with the infinite flow of the universe or the cosmos. So, and it makes sense. And, you know, when you get distracted sexually, you get distracted or whatever, you know, all these physical distractions is to keep us from absorbing, recognizing, accepting, and absorbing infinite energy, our cosmic self. So So the positive and the negative has to be neutralized big time. Like the group mind and the body mind, as far as the uh, thinking is concerned, has to be neutralized in both the negative, the negative of the body mind and the positive of the group mind, so that the brain mind can go directly and link up. Instead of the negative and positive, it can go directly and link up with the cosmic mind. And that infinite flow can rejuvenate ourselves, and we can really get we can literally do anything. I mean, we can perform miracles if we allow ourselves to connect with our cosmic mind, So it's beautiful, and so this is the secret of what the scriptures are saying in a religious, deceptive sense. But once you understand it, every single thing mentioned in the scriptures becomes perfectly clear in your mind, because you know the truth, and what you know physically or scientifically becomes perfectly balanced and harmonious with all the Holy Scriptures, the all the mind needs is just to neutralize the brain mind. All the brain mind needs to do is to neutralize the body mind and the group mind, so that, because the body is functioning on its own, the body is functioning without us deliberately telling them what to do. So the body is functioning with its own mind, and it's called the body mind. The brain mind, worrying too much about the body and wanting to be distracted by the group, as long as you're out of balance as far as the negative instinct and the positive intuition or whatever, just go just totally connect with the cosmic mind. And the reason why I say intuition is because intuition is I look at intuition as being a future it's always in the future. Intuition telling you it comes from the future, whereas instinct comes from you. It comes from you yourself. But and that's because of your past experiences, instinct. But the intuition comes from the connection with other people and everything, So even though it may look or seem somewhat incorrect, whatever you want to think, just know that the brain mind, when the brain mind is is clear, in other words, when all the chakras are clear, and from your constant working on your body, whatever, once your chakras are all clear, then you can make that connection or that contact with the cosmic mind, you know. And I guess by saying contact kind of reminded me of that movie. And who was acting in it? Helen Hunt? I don't know. But it's interesting because that movie, I guess you could say, is simply a movie that is kind of like helping us to understand how to connect, you know, I mean, I guess symbolically or metaphorically to connect with our own selves, our own chakras, because once the chakras are all clear, your mind truly can, your brain mind can truly, you know, and when I say clear, well, once your mind is clear from the negative, you know, worries or whatever, fear, in the instinctual subconscious self, and from the positive distracting self, you know, once you can silence all these negative and positives which constantly produce turmoil and psychological chaos in your mind, you know, once you got this connection made between between the brain mind and the cosmic mind, once it's connected, you're home free. I mean, that's being forever free. Forever free. And to be able to, you know, to be able to get off, to change our environment, to change our group consciousness. The only way to do that is to you know, just to focus on yourself. You focus on yourself, pretty soon everybody be focused on themselves and connecting directly to the cosmic mind from their brain mind, silencing the body mind and the group mind by you know, perfecting all the 7 chakras in your body, or how many other kinds of chakras that may not be listed. But anyway, all that once the mind is once the brain mind is habitually, or you know, I mean, you gotta constantly seek change if you want it, because change can only happen by consistency. It cannot happen by you know, randomness. You gotta be focused. You gotta take your vision and you gotta focus it like a laser on that desire or that thing you want in your life, you know, whatever it is. You just keep that, you know, your focus, you just keep your focus on that thing you want in life, and eventually you will draw it to you, you know. So and that's with the with the, I don't know. I look at the Four Seasons calendar as being a powerful blessing to the world, because it helps anyone keep their focus on that, whatever it is. And just by following the vibrations every single day. Because if you're not following it every single day, you're not really, you don't really want to change. So you won't. So in order for us to experience a new world, we got to first experience a new world consciousness. So consciousness is the most important thing. So unconsciousness is the complete opposite. And consciousness can only happen, can only take place by knowing the truth about you personally, and how it is only possible to be conscious if you go within yourself. And so, when you go within yourself, you're going deeper than just physically going into the body, just like human sexuality, or what the doctors are doing today. All they're doing is just repairing a person's physical self physically, how will you be able to understand how to heal yourself if you cannot get past the belief that all things that are real are only physical? Well, it's only physical because of invisible energy. You can see all matter. You can see all matter in the form of gravitational energy that has brought everything together, and I should say also nuclear energy, whatever. All this is all a part of so in order to really heal ourselves, we're gonna have to definitely connect, silence the group mind, silence the body mind, and just get the brain mind connected to the cosmic mind, and that is called awakening, or being conscious. You're no longer unconscious. So, and there's too many unconscious people in the world today. So it's up to us who are conscious to wake up all those who are not. So, and we can do that just by, our focused energy, whatever we do. If we're sitting still, or if we're actively doing something, as long as we keep that focus on enlightenment within ourselves, as we become enlightened, we simultaneously connect with the group consciousness. I guess what Carl Jung calls the collective unconscious, because collectively, majority of the people are unconscious. And the idea is to, once we are mostly awakened, become a awakened society, then we become collective conscious. Well, that's the goal, and that's the dream, and that's the mark, to shoot for, all of us. So anyway, it's kind of interesting. I need to evaluate this information by, once it's completely recorded, to go back and listen to it. Because I really think that, it's easy enough to, it should be as easy as, whatever you experience in your reality, in your physical reality. So it's the group. I guess the only way the collective unconscious can be made conscious, it has to understand logically or scientifically what's going on. But the awareness, just somebody picking up another person's vibration telepathically, they might not understand where it's coming from or what it is, but it'll be just a glimpse of thought, or a spark of thought, whatever. But it's all coming from the group consciousness, and so then we can grow. More people awaken. See, the 100th monkey effect. Pretty soon you get to the 100th monkey, like that. Well, I guess everybody knows the story of the Japanese monkeys, that as soon as the 100th monkey started washing its potato or whatever it was, because they just ate them before, and this time the change was washing it before you eat. So as soon as the 100th monkey started washing his, the whole tribe of monkeys started washing theirs. So that's the idea, is to be able to keep on awakening each other as much as we can. So as soon as it happens, who knows who's going to be the 100th monkey that's going to wake up everybody. But as soon as everybody's woken up, hey, we cannot have well, let me just say first, we cannot have a healed environment or new world without everybody waking up. So, and just with that consciousness of everybody waking up, that is going to be, it's going to be the derailment for all those who are against harmony, who are against balance, like you know what I'm talking about. And there's a lot of people out there that don't know what I'm talking about, but Okay, so, but there's a lot of people out there, what I was going to say, who are, um, who don't want to be waking up. In fact, they're directly against us waking up. So they're doing everything they can to create their diabolical new world order, so that we may not continue to attempt to awaken each other. Okay, and as far as that is concerned, um, I was thinking about saying something. I just got. Oh yeah. So that's the only way to derail those people who are seeking to build their controlling new world order. As if if the whole the we got to get the 100th monkey awakened. In other words, and as soon as that happens, the whole world will change, and then and only then will we be able to not only enjoy a healed environment uh, and a new world, but the new world I'm talking about will be you know, it'll be a world that's only known in books of fantasy. You know, we'll be living in um, a fantastic world on the literal sense, because it's our mind, right, that's creating the imprisonment. So the only way to is get out of prison is to get our mind out of prison first. You know, as far as the chicken and the egg is concerned, well, both are physical. So the chicken and the egg exist in the cosmic mind. All things was pure, what do you call? All things was invisible. And whatever you cannot see, in other words, is in a different dimension or frequency. And the only way to create a new world for ourselves, a world of peace and balance and harmony, is to create that balance and harmony within ourselves. But you gotta be consistent in the 4 seasons calendar, and only a committed and focused person will be able to achieve that perfect balance on all levels, on the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and the physical, because all things come out of the invisible universe. So we're living in a new world right now. In other words, the world that we want. All we got to do is continue to strengthen the energy that that creates matter, which is the concentration of energy, or nuclear energy, or fusion, or gravitation, whatever. All this energy, in order for anything to come to pass physically, we got to be there spiritually first. So, it's up to us if we want a new world, a world of miracles, a world of like, I guess you only known it in comic books, but should I say, um, books on fantasy and fairy tales and stuff. But all this, if your mind literally creates, which it does, because how can you not accept that? Because it's your thinking, that's kept you in your physical, and it would be, it would be correct as well to say in your physical state of mind. So the idea is to awaken your physical state of mind, your brain mind, but the only thing that can do that in you is your conscious brain mind. And once it's awakened from unconsciousness and be brought into balance, or in other words, neutralized by the brain mind, in your focus on what you want for yourself, and we're transformation, any kind of transformation from one unknown state, from one known state to another, to an unknown state, is to be able to focus, just focus your energy, focus that energy on whatever it is you want. And so the brain mind needs to connect, with the cosmic mind, because out of the cosmic mind comes the positive and the negative. But the idea is to bring the positive and the negative to a harmonizing brain mind zero, or in other words, no mind. Because that's the only way that we're going to be able to link up with the cosmic mind. We need to neutralize the positive and the negative that came out of the universe, out of the cosmic mind, or cosmos, whatever, out of the cosmos. So where did all the wicked people, whatever you want to call it, where did all the destructive people come from? Well, it came out of our mind, or out of our cosmic mind. And then from the cosmic mind, the positive and the negative was simultaneously created, so so whenever you have a positive group, and I'm talking as far as polarities are concerned, I'm talking frequency polarity. Whenever a positive group assembles, a negative group is simultaneously assembled. So, and that's exactly where all the people that are destructive came from. Came out of the same cosmos that the harmonious, loving people came out of. But the only way to get, for the loving people to get back. The only way they can get back to a universe or cosmos of harmony and balance is to balance that instinct and intuition, whatever, to completely balance it out and bring the brain mind to a no mind, you know. So that's the secret of creation. So as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I'm sure everyone listening to this information understands what all this means. I mean, everything there won't be anything that you will not be able to create if you focus on it. First, you got to know what it is you want, and then after you know what you want, then the only way to get it is to focus on it, and never take your focus off of that. So if you take your focus off of that, how can you get what? I mean, matter is a concentration of energy. E equals mc squared. The only way we can assemble matter is to have enough energy to assemble it. And the energy I'm talking about, I mean, if you look at c squared, c is the speed of light. So if you square that, that's a big number. So that's a lot of light focused to assemble whatever it wants to assemble. So it's up to you. You want a magical world? Then create it with your unwavering focused energy. But anyway, so that's the key, and that's the information of transformation. I guess you can call it that. So anyway, let me take a break. Okay. Okay, let me take a break. Okay, so okay, I'm back from my break. Let me see. I guess I need to listen to this recording and carry on from there. But yeah, I think we were done discussing, you know, what reality really is. I think we're done. So I guess we'll just end this recording then. Okay. Have a nice day.